Hi, and welcome back to 959 Phonics. Today we're going to do some to, with, and by reading. So you will need the worksheet for this activity. If you don't have the worksheet, you can still listen and follow along. I am going to read an article, a nonfiction article, to you first. You're going to listen and follow along with your eyes. Then we're going to go back and we're going to read it together. You can read it out loud or you can read it in your head, whatever works for where you are right now. But as we read it together, we're going to highlight some of our magic rhymes and let them pop out at us while we read. After we read this together, you're going to take this passage and go and read it to someone else, all by yourself. This article is the true story of Amanda Clement. Amanda Clement was the first woman to be paid to ump a professional baseball game. So I'm going to start by reading the passage to you. In the summer of 1904, Amanda Clement became the first woman to be paid to umpire a baseball game. Amanda often umpired for her brother Hank and his baseball team. That summer, Amanda traveled with her mother and her brother to Hawarden, Iowa, to watch her brother play a game. Amanda agreed to be the umpire for her brother's team. After her brother's game, a semi-professional team took the field. The managers of the semi-professional team spotted Amanda umpiring. They noticed that she had an eagle eye, knew baseball well, and was absolutely fair. They wanted her to call their afternoon game. They agreed to pay her. Amanda became a big attraction. She was good at her job, and crowds would come to see her. Her biggest accomplishment came from umpiring 17 innings and one game. The temperature was over 100 degrees that day. Amanda's career as an umpire lasted for 6 years. She saved the money she made as an umpire and went to college, where she studied physical education. Today, many women follow Amanda's lead. They are umpires and referees in many professional sports. So we're going to read that together now. And as we do, we're going to highlight the rhyme patterns that jump out at us. Let's read this first couple of sentences. In the summer of 1904, Amanda Clement became the first woman to be paid to umpire a baseball game. Amanda often umpired for her brother Hank and his baseball team. Okay, let's look at this word umpire. Do you see some magic rhymes in this word? Well, I see right off the bat. And so I'm going to highlight that. So you can take your highlighter or your marker and highlight that. And then I see ire is another magic rhyme. It's in the other syllable. Higher, that's in the other syllable. There's another magic rhyme, so I'm going to highlight that. And then over here in the box, I'm going to record those two magic rhymes that I have written. Look at the word umpired. Again, we can see that it has the same magic rhymes. It just has a different ending, right? We don't need to record them again because we already have them. Okay, let's start at that summer. Read it with me. That summer, Amanda traveled with her mother and her brother to Hawarden, Iowa, to watch her brother play a game. Amanda agreed to be the umpire for her brother's team. After her brother's game, a semi-professional team took the field. Let's look at this word baseball. Do you see a magic rhyme or two in baseball? So hopefully you can see ace. And in the other syllable, baseball, there's another magic rhyme, all. So we can record those over here. We have ace. And we have all. Now, how about on the word team? Here we go, right here, team. Do you see the magic rhyme? Eam. Highlight that, and you can see team a couple times, and it's always going to have that magic rhyme there, right? So we're going to let that pop out at us. All right, let's start reading at the managers. Read it with me. The managers of the semi-professional team spotted Amanda umpiring. They noticed she had an eagle eye, knew baseball well, and was absolutely fair. Let's look at this word right here, spotted. What's the magic rhyme in spotted? There we go. Ought. Now highlight that. How about umpiring? So we know it has and we know it has ire. I think I wrote pyre up there, but I really wanted to write ire. But do you see how there's no E there? So I just want to get the IR because I've dropped the E to add ing. So you might want to mark this part out, but we do want the I. With the ire chunk, right? It's the same chunk, even though there's no E visible here. I've dropped the E to add the ing. Let's look at this word, fair. What's the magic rhyme? Air, A-I-R. The two vowels. I cannot get that. There we go. And we're going to write that one over here too. All right, let's reread those two sentences. The managers of the semi-professional team spotted Amanda umpiring. They noticed that she had an eagle eye, knew baseball well, and was absolutely fair. Let's keep going. They wanted her to call their afternoon game. They agreed to pay her. Amanda became a big attraction. Let's look at game. What's the magic rhyme in game? A-N-E has a long A. You can write that one over here. And let's reread a little bit of that. Start right here. They wanted her to call their afternoon game. They agreed to pay her. Amanda became a big attraction. Let's keep reading. She was good at her job, and crowds would come to see her. Her biggest accomplishment came from umpiring 17 innings in one game. Let's look at this word, accomplishment. Do you see some magic rhymes in there? We can even clap it. Okay, I see the O-M there. We can go all the way to O-M-P there. And we can record that over here because we want that whole syllable, Then we have lish. we have this ish chunk. Do you see it? And then that NENT is the suffix. So we don't need to highlight it, but it is an important part. There's ish. Let's look at innings. Do you see the magic rhyme in innings? We have the INN, right? Well, the IN, we've doubled that in to add the ING, so we can just put the IN, magic rhyme. Let's reread. They agreed right here. They agreed to pay her. Amanda became a big attraction. She was good at her job, and crowds would come to see her. Her biggest accomplishment came from umpiring 17 innings in one game. Keep reading. The temperature was over 100 degrees that day. Amanda's career as an umpire lasted for 6 years. She saved the money she made as an umpire and went to college, where she studied physical education. Let's look at that word studied. What's the magic rhyme in studied? It's going to be UD, U-D. Let's highlight that, and then let's write UD over here. And let's reread that paragraph, starting at Amanda, right here. I'm going to move it up. Amanda's career as an umpire lasted for 6 years. She saved the money she made as an umpire and went to college, where she studied physical education. Let's read the last paragraph. Today, many women follow Amanda's lead. They are umpires and referees in many professional sports. Let's look at sports. It's a little hard to see on my screen because that's okay. Let's look at sports. What's the magic rhyme in sports? It's going to be O-R-T. I messed that up. I don't know if I can fix it now. So go ahead and highlight the O-R-T if you can. And write wort over here. You're just going to have to imagine that mine is highlighted. So now you can take this article and go and read it to someone. Let those magic rhymes pop out at you. One thing you might notice is that a lot of the words that are highlighted are baseball words. So we have umpire, we have baseball, team, we have innings. And I want you to notice that because as you start to read more complex books, you're going to find technical language. Even if you knew nothing about baseball, you could read this text. Even if you had never heard the word umpire or inning, you could read this text because you know something about how those word parts work. So as you start to read more complex text, you're going to find passages that have technical terms in them, but you can do it. You can read those words because you know how these word parts work. Okay, this one was longer than 9:59 today because we did a lot of reading. So tomorrow I'll try to make it shorter for you. Have a good day.